This is the shrine of St. John Newman. So he was the 4th bishop of Philadelphia, and he belonged to a religious community called the Redemptorists. I am a Redemptorist. We are not as well known as the Dominicans, but we are international, and we're in 80-something countries. Now, why is there a bishop buried in a parish church? Because normally a bishop is buried in a cathedral. Well, it just so happened that St. John Newman was building the cathedral at the time of his death. So what they had to do was wonder, where are we going to bury him? And the Redemptorists said, we have a parish, St. Peter's, and we have a crypt below that we bury Redemptorists, and we'd be glad to take him. And so that's what happened. He's buried with his community. And then we set up this particular shrine. Now, you'll be in the parish church later today, because that's the upstairs. Thank you for using the site, because the purpose of a shrine is allow you to ask a very serious question: what needs to be done? All right, that is the core question that every group that comes here faces. It's a question that St. John Newman faced in his lifetime, because there were German immigrants coming into this country and they needed support. And what he did was saying, you know, they not only need spiritual support, but they need something as simple as the creation of a bank that they can use, because they're immigrants and no bank would take their money. And so what needs to be done? St. John Newman says, we're going to create a bank, and we're going to do that for them. I don't know what you're going to discover today, but this is the purpose of the shrine and the purpose of a pilgrimage type experience, to ask that question, what needs to be done and how can we make it happen? Now, I know there's going to be presentations and they will give you insight as to what, but just to broaden your understanding of the way that a shrine works well, just walking is prayer. Just walking from here to the church. Sometimes you're going to get an idea that, well, that's what God wants. That's what needs to be done. Sometimes it's going to be someone at your table is going to say something, and it really is spontaneous, and you say, I needed to hear that. That needs to be done. And sometimes it's just your mind is wandering, because that's what this is built around. Let your mind wander so that God can speak to this moment. And then you come to the conclusion, that needs to be done, and I'm the one that has to push that issue. That's what today's space is about. That's what St. John Newman did in his lifetime. And so this place is the best tribute to that. I thank you for your time here. I thank you for exploring the options that can come by being at a shrine. And if you do get some time, even though you'll be upstairs for the Mass, the shrine is in the lower section of the church, and you're more than welcome to visit. Welcome and enjoy your day.
Thank you.